Alrighty. This is the first time I've been back to the research area since Carrie's passing, and then we had the hurricane. So it's been quite some time since we've gotten out here. You can see the cones. This is the way I usually come in, but they said that the road is completely gone down there due to the hurricane. So I had to zigzag through this over here, if you can see it, where the road is washed out in a couple places over there, but they've kind of threw some rocks and boulders in there, so I was able to drive around it and get to the exact spot. I mean, there's some other ways to get in here, but it definitely increases your hiking time. So, but the reason I'm out here today is we have equipment out here that was left, and it's been out here for quite some time, and we need to find that recorder and see if it's still functional, and then go through it and see if we have anything. Always found that interesting. They say if you see that, then it's a good indication this is a good area to research, because for some unknown reason, they're monitoring this by camera, even though we've never actually seen any cameras. But hey, what do I think about my signage on my doors? Definitely going to upset some people, I'm pretty sure. But they harass us, so I'm just going to harass them back. So hopefully my battery in my phone lasts. I'll probably do this in parts just to conserve battery, because for some reason out here my battery drains a little bit quicker than it does anywhere else. I know I don't have phone service out here, so I couldn't make a phone call if something happened. And it's not very common that I come out by myself. But I feel pretty good today. But there's a big need to come out here and get this equipment. It's been out here for a while. So as I pulled in, I did see one hiker going this way. I ain't gonna lie, he looked a little shady, so I'm gonna keep my guard up. I'm hoping there's some areas that are as dry as this is right here, because I did not bring rubber boots, and I think I might regret that. You know, boys, so thick in here. Hopefully I don't get ate up by mosquitoes too. So, but this is what it looks like. It's really nice out here. We've gotten some great indicators, some arches, and some weird, I wouldn't say structures so much as just way the sticks are laid out and stuff like that are just awkward. We have found possible footprints that were hard to video because of the grass, but it was pretty obvious if you're standing there that it definitely looked like footprints. I forget the size, how big they were, but they were 4.5 feet between each step, so that was pretty large. So, but this is a really nice area. Anybody ever want to get with us and come out here, you're more than welcome. We like the company and sharing experiences and just enjoying nature and having a good time. So, show you all this. This is, y'all have seen, cuts across this little canal and heads up. You see that trail completely flooded. So there's no way of taking that trail which me and Jimmy did do one day. And we were mid-shin deep in water the whole walk down that trail to come out. We thought it'd be the path of least resistance, but it ended up being a wet day. So, all right, well, let me pause this and I'll pick up if I find or hear anything and keep you guys informed. See you for now. All right. During my walk, a lot of down trees, really huge trees too. I didn't video or anything like that because we pretty much know what caused it, and I think enough video has been put out there about the hurricane. So, but we were pretty much ground zero. This is where the eye went over. This is kind of cleared out, and this is where I took the picture of the deer that I posted. It's gonna blow a lot of stuff out of there, so it's a lot clearer path. This tree's down. See a lot of stuff that's bent over and stuff, which kind of makes researching hard because you can't determine, you know, is it wind or is it purposeful or whatever. Yep, this is my entrance right here. This tree's down. Wow, this is unrecognizable. If y'all go back and look at the past videos, you see what looked like a tunnel that we would go through. That's what drew us to that area in the first place. It's gone. Completely gone. So I'm gonna go back here and cut through this area to get there because I know it goes to the same spot. So so if I see any signs of anything while I'm here, not really researching today as much as trying to. That's interesting, but who knows. I'm not, like I said, I'm not researching as so much of just coming out here to get equipment, and thought that today would be a good day. It hasn't rained since the hurricane passed through, so I was kind of hoping things dried out pretty good. I think it's crazy that hurricane took down so many trees, and yet Jimmy stuck that branch in his tree as a marker, and it's still there. Didn't even budge. That's a good sign. Maybe the recorder survived. So you can see our chair back here. Oh wow. You can go back to past videos. And I've got pictures where I'm standing probably right about here taking photographs. And that tree was standing. That's a huge tree. It is a huge tree. It goes way on back there. Look at that. That's a huge tree. Did not survive. So we have a chair. You can see it in the tree right here. We leave that out here in case any one of us comes out and wants to relax and listen and do stuff like that. Yeah, the chair to sit in. I'm probably gonna leave the chair because it may come in handy, but I definitely got to get the recorder. That's important. So let's go over there. It's a little structure that we had built in one of the videos. Let's see if we piss them off in any way. I see it. There's the recorder. All right, there it is. We'll see if it held up. It was pretty good in there. You can see the hole. So it held up pretty good on this old stump. Held up pretty good. So we have that now. We have a lot of audio. Since we figured out how to get it to you guys, because Facebook, like I said, doesn't allow just video files. You have to have, I'm sorry, they don't allow audio files. You have to have video to go with it. And when we record off those recordings, it's just an audio file. And some of it has been pretty good, guys. A gorilla that I heard, that I scared the living crap out of me, we did catch that on the recorder. And we've caught some crazy screams, some yells, footprints. We literally heard bipedal thump, 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 running past the audio equipment. So that was pretty impressive. And as soon as we can figure out to get that to you guys, we're going to do that. I think I found a way. I think me and Jimmy figured out something. He was coaching me through it the other day, and I think I got it. So we might have a way. Doing a back way in and out because everything's kind of pushed down. It kind of makes it easier. So, all right. Well, that's about it. Back on one of the trailheads to get back. I may stop for a moment and look at some areas that we've been to in the past, and if I see anything worthwhile, I'll take some video. That's crazy. I took all those branches off that tree. I took a picture of that tree. It was an amazing tree. It's in one of the photos in black and white, and it's just half of itself now. Just half of it. So there's an area over here to my left I want to check out. This is where we had arches and stuff. I noticed as I was coming in, the arches were still there. They're just, no longer stuck in the ground. They're lifted up. But I mostly want to go in there and see if anything revisited that area and if there's any footprints or anything like that. So I'll get back with you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna look around for a bit and see what I find. One of the areas that we found some pretty good, I don't know what you call it, evidence or whatever you want to call it, but we found some pretty neat stuff. And it's pretty devastated. It's really hard to distinguish one thing from another due to the damage and the winds and stuff. You could tell this area was flooded out pretty good too. So you can see the ground cover is really thick here, really thick. stuff has been discombobulated. So, but I found a couple interesting things just to share. I'm not going to say if it's one thing or another. Probably Mother Nature, who knows? But this stick right here is shoved into the ground, and this is an area we frequent a lot, so we would have noticed it, but it is literally shoved into the ground. It's tight. It's in there. I mean, it's tight. So I'm going to leave it alone. I don't want to pull it out to see how deep it is, because we may want to revisit that. But that stick is shoved in there, and it's right through the leaves on the ground. I mean, it's like pushed right through the green leaves on the ground. So as I was looking at that one, I was looking around, and saw this one over here. So, and it's sticking straight up. It's solid. I mean, look at that. It's solid. It is in there. And it's an old branch. It's an old branch. So that is, and it's right through the leaf coverage there on the ground. And it's just sticking right in there. Nice and tight. And I don't want to pull it out either. This might be something that we can look at later. Here's another one. And like I said, it could be caused by high winds or something, but these are pretty old dead branches. They're not, they're very dry when you touch them, very brittle, but yet they're shoved. You can see that. It's just shoved right into the ground, but nothing's disturbed around it. It's just like shoved in there. Just something interesting, something to ponder, Like you said, it just things I find and want to just investigate. Could be nothing, could be something, who knows? Unless you see it done, you really don't know for sure. So, all right, well, I'm heading back to the truck, so I'm going to pause this, look around for a little bit more, see if I see anything, and then I'll touch base with you guys when I get back to the truck. All right, looked around for a little bit. Like you said, a lot of down trees, a lot of down stuff, so still dealing with some flooding in some of the areas. So it makes it a little difficult, but things are getting better, definitely getting better. Able to stay dry for the most part, but there's definitely some washed out trails that they're just not passable. But overall, mission accomplished. We wanted to get the recorder because it's been sitting out here and didn't want it to get ruined from rain and then corrode and stuff like that. So I have that in my possession. I'll put some new batteries in it and start listening, see if we hear anything. It's been out here for a while. I mean, of course the batteries probably died a long time ago, but it definitely probably ran for, I don't know, 10, 14 days maybe before it died, So, like I said, it sat out here for a long time. Like I said, we were, dealing with the loss of Kerry. He was a good friend of ours, and we were lucky enough to know him personally and be friends with him and go out on numerous excursions into the woods with him. Did some live shows in the field with him, and So he's going to be greatly missed. And so we were going through that process of grief and then healing. And, you know, I think we're at that acceptance that we're not going to see him again or hear him again, but we still miss him. And then, of course, the hurricane hits. And that set us back. You know, going a few days without power, roads were blocked, we couldn't get anywhere. You know, like I said, coming in, the other way that I usually come in is completely washed out. They won't even let you down the road. So I found a back doorway, you know, zigzagged and got to the area I needed to be at. But you can definitely see that there's a lot of work that needs to be done here. And so, but we're gonna get back to normal. We're gonna try and give you guys content as much as we can. Like I said, we're no expert. We're just out here doing what we do, researching and trying to find the truth. That's what we're here for, you know, and get it out there and let people decide for themselves and stuff like that. So we enjoy having you guys along for the ride, and we'll continue to do what we can to give you guys stuff. And feel free to share, you know, and you know, if you have experiences and you want to just, you know, discuss them, you know, you can always hit me and Jimmy up, and you know, we'll talk to you on the phone or whatever. And like I said, if you're in Central Florida, you know, hit us up. You know, be more than happy to have you come out with us and, you know, enjoy the outdoors and see what we find. You know, this is a pretty good area. We've got a couple. This isn't the only area that we go to, but each area is a couple hours away from each other. You know, so we usually have to plan and decide where we're going to go and what we're going to do. So, but well, talking to this video has helped me get through coming out here by myself. I appreciate it. And I'll get this video out today. And I wish there was stuff to show you guys, but like I said, the main mission was just to come in, get the equipment, and get out. But I've spent quite a little bit of time out here. You know, probably an hour total, which should have been maybe a 30-minute thing. So, all right, well, like I said, gonna head out. Thank you guys. We enjoy you. We definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys. And hit us up anytime you want. Me and Jimmy are pretty open. Just we call it like it is. You know what I mean? We're honest and have nothing to hide, and we have plenty to share. So hit us up sometime, and be more than happy to talk to you. God bless you all, and you guys take care of yourselves.